Okay, guys, we're going to talk about Mara stock in much more detail than previously. We're going to look at the 4 hour time frame, break down the near term picture, but we're going to break down the bigger picture first, what we did last year, what we're going to be doing throughout the rest of this year. But there's some negative comments resurfacing on this channel again. I mean, it's about time. This person hasn't talked negatively in the comments in a while. But basically, that I have no idea what I'm doing with Mara stock, that my trading is terrible, even though we have a really good track record of incredible trades. I mean, it's all on the channel, but what does he know, right? It's not like I am any good at what I do. Cough, 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 cough. Excuse me. But yeah, uh, what do I know? I'm just in my early 20s, right? By the way, the car, those profits, all that stuff, including a luxury high-rise condo. It's all on the channel. It's all documented. Check it out. It can hopefully inspire at least one of you that needs a little bit of inspiration. We can all do it. We can all acquire great things you like. There's nothing stopping you. But yeah, let's go ahead and continue going forward. Please do remember, everything I say in this channel is just my own personal opinion. Please do your own due diligence, because I just like to share with you guys what I'm looking at. So first of all, on the 1 hour time frame, or sorry, the 1 day candles, we're going to break things a little bit down. If you guys are new, there's a lot going on here. So this is what it looks like. Early 2023, we had a bottom in Mara stock. We're going to look at Bitcoin and break it down a little bit towards the end, because it sort of influences, although not completely correlated. But we had a nice dip. We've been tracking it. So we had a nice swing high breaking over this one. We consider that to be the first wave, because I'm just considering this to be noise. We had a nice dip. We started this like ascending support from here. We started tracking it further. We were looking for a fifth wave overall, much higher, but due to, and this is all documented again, I'm just trying to summarize it, due to weakness in structure, this dip being lower than we, or at least what I would have liked to see, in this swing high not actually breaking over this one, but strong enough to break over this. It's looking kind of weak. We left it, we let it do its thing, and during this time I kept saying, like, hey, there's enough momentum so far. I mean, we're going to probably respect this ascending support. Position sizing is very, very important. Don't over leverage, but there's an opportunity for us to go higher. The moment we touch this blue extension area, I showed you guys how I got this at the time. We then, it was a strong sell. Don't be greedy. Things are not looking good, especially if you guys understand I should have probably done 1 month candles, but 1 week works too. Understanding that over time, Mara stock, due to issuing more shares, due to aggressive investments in equipment, this stock does see some downward momentum over time. So this is not worth it, but shaving some shares there is really solid. SLs, keep it tight. And then position sizing, of course, very, very important. I like to use red, if you guys are new, red as accumulation opportunities, not aggressive buy. No. We use purple, and I use that a lot on Bitcoin. I don't really use it in Mara stock. Purple is aggressive buying, but we like to just accumulate on Mara. Accumulation opportunities, we got really close to it, broke over the swing high. Then we had opportunities after that, right? So we had some short-term opportunities to accumulate, small sell opportunities following resistance, previous swing high, very basic. We had an opportunity, again, more red opportunities to accumulate. Blue would be to add on or to sell, depending what we're looking at. In this case, I told you guys, it's very important to position sizing. We accumulated, but we're looking for, and I gave you guys the extension area ahead of time. This is where we're looking to sell. Broke into it, we sold. We ended up continuing the downtrend because we were in a downtrend. Next accumulation opportunity, red. We started to use previous swing high, or not swing high, this value gap up here on the previous swing high as a sell opportunity. So during this time, and I always give you guys these areas ahead of time, I'm trying to get through this quickly. We had accumulation and an opportunity to add more. We ended up hitting the value gap, sell opportunity. Now, I kept saying during this time, it's on there. We have these value gaps up here that never filled, but it's very, very likely that it could fill, understanding that this large move down was never actually, balanced out properly with a proper retracement. So if I were to draw a retracement tool from here to here with the same measurements as I always do, as you can see, eventually the price comes up and goes into that perfectly, and now it overlaps nicely. But it overlaps nicely not just with the big retracement, but it overlaps nicely with these value gaps. What happens there is that then, you know, after selling here, we had another, gave you guys ahead of time, accumulation opportunity, 2 chances to accumulate within this zone. We always like to see the price at least hit or break the 0.5 retracement. In this case, it just bounced off of it. Perfect. So this zone with the value gaps, gave you guys it ahead of time. Basically, we sold here. We had a long chance to accumulate down here, some accumulation in longs during this time. If you guys remember, if you've been watching, I kept saying until we break out of this, the idea is that SLs will always be placed at this swing low, 1345, 1350. It's in that area. So basically, what ended up happening was I gave you guys this channel. I said, as long as we're trading within this channel, let those limit orders trigger themselves. Buy, sell. You can even short during this opportunity and then selling when the price drops with those shorts. But regardless, eventually the price did break up higher. I said, hey, there's a lot of caution. Even though I gave you guys this zone ahead of time, that does not have to fill. The idea is that we want to use this value gap right here as an opportunity to shave some shares. We had an opportunity to shave the shares. We had accumulation opportunities. We accumulate. I said, hey, you know, this is looking probably a good idea to accumulate, but keep position sizing with your own risk management in mind. Eventually, the price went up into this zone. During this time, Bitcoin was, you know, I gave you guys this like over a year in advance, I believe. Yeah, like at least a year in advance. I gave you guys this zone. I said the moment the price breaks into this green fib extension area for the overall bull market top, the moment it breaks into it at 100 and what was it, like 114.5k, the majority of my long swing positions, which I call core positions when it comes to these multi-month swing trades, the majority, at least 50%, but the majority will always be sold. Pretty good. We had some small position sizing, you know, trade opportunities within it, where it ended up really nicely. But regardless, majority of Bitcoin for trading has been sold. Long term, Bitcoin's gonna go a lot higher in my opinion. But until then, Bitcoin as of right now, I'm still looking for another low. We're gonna get into more detail about this later on. I'm actually not gonna cover it at the end of the video. I want to try to make a video tomorrow detailing this a bit more. But yeah, the thing about trading, we want to stay flexible. So then I told you guys, the moment Mara stock falls below $10, it's a good buying opportunity, understanding that this dip is super aggressive. And we can go into retracement. I ended up finally drawing the retracement for you guys because I wanted to keep the charts clean, but I couldn't help myself. So, I mean, if it broke below under $10, accumulated within that opportunity, eventually the price did come out of it. So if you guys actually did that, congrats. I didn't participate in it. I was too busy focused on some other assets, but and some other brokerages as well. But yeah, it worked out nicely. Although currently now, what I'm looking for before we jump into the 4-hour candle, what I'm looking for is the price can still come down. So there's a few scenarios here, right? I'm gonna try to make them super simple. This is the ideal scenario what I'm looking for, right? So where we see an inverse head and shoulders and we come down and we start to retest this swing low, and then potentially it would just be a corrective move with a new retracement that I'll give you guys, which will act as resistance, and for the price to come down, do one more low and potentially break to, $5. But here's the thing. Because we never actually broke this 0.5. So what I'm doing is, again, focusing on position sizing. Position sizing is very important, especially when we understand the price can still stretch up a little bit higher, especially since Bitcoin can bounce at any moment. And for any reason, if this is also backed by macroeconomic news, if it pumps Bitcoin, there's a chance it's also going to pump some tech stocks and some other stuff as well. But the idea here is that we can have this move lower or we can see it bounce from here and higher. So position sizing, small positions, because if we do end up failing to break, failing to go higher and we end up breaking below this, the thing is SLs at previous swing lows, right? Small positions with an SL at previous swing lows means you're not taking much of a hit. You're not really taking much of a hit. That's why small positions until it proves itself. And what I mean by that is if you're taking small positions down here as an example, this is just what I'm looking for. Please trade based on your own risk tolerance. But basically, if I'm doing small positions here and SLs down here, if it triggers, great. I lose basically nothing. Super small positions, SLs are already placed. And then if that triggers, then we're going down lower and I'm looking to buy around 4, right? So below 5. It can go all the way down to 3, but the idea is around 4 as an average. But instead, if the price respects it, we already have a little bit of a position in it. If the price respects it, at that point, if the price goes down lower, we're just following the price with another retracement. I'll color code this when it's reasonable, but let's say it goes down to $10 at the 120 moving average. If it jumps higher, that's where that lower high can go before it drops down lower. But instead, let's say it breaks over this and it goes up higher, great. We have that small position. The moment it breaks over the swing high, so in this case, it'll be around 1380. The moment it breaks over that swing high, what I'm looking for is TP will be set at $15, just below the 0.5, right? I'm not trying to be greedy with it. And I'm just going to let it do its thing after that. And then I'm looking for shorting opportunities. If it does go up, sell the position. So we're adding more at the swing high. As long as volume isn't shrinking. If volume is not shrinking, great. We ride it up a little bit more regardless. I mean, the overall move, even a portion of it, even let's just say adding the more shares up here with that TP, that's really good. Really, really good. Small positions, I'm not too focused on. I want to let it have some breathing room. Ideally, you could sit at like 940 or exactly at $9, because at that point, if it breaks below the support line, which is 0.618 at $9.42 at the moment, then there's no reason to hold it any longer. But if you want to give it breathing room, it just depends on your risk tolerance. I'm okay with that. Swing lows, SLs, TP is going to be up here. I'm cool with that because I just want to participate in this. I'm not really trying to be aggressive with it. I want to be more aggressive with shorts above 15, or I want to be aggressive with longs around 4. That's what I'm mainly conserving capital for, just this trade specifically. So if we jump into the 4 hour, and also, yeah, so last year I said this a lot. I said, besides it going down to 10, it's a good retracement opportunity. I don't know if the negative comment creator and listens to everything, but I mean, if you guys were here, you will remember retracement opportunity below 10, retracement opportunity. And I was actually a little bit more bullish than that. But guess what? In trading, you gotta have a flexible, a lean approach. You gotta be able to change your opinions when the chart influences you to change your opinions. But look for clues in the chart, right, of what makes the most sense to you. In this case, yeah, I'm more bearish this time around because I believe with Mara selling over $1 billion worth of assets to fund future growth. And of course, Bitcoin potentially not done with this correction just yet, but I'll keep you guys updated. If anything changes, I'll let you guys know, but that's my current view at the moment. I'll let you guys know. I see this falling, and it creates a nice opportunity to short, a nice opportunity to be conservative with position sizing, conserve capital. If we do get that lower low, then, better take advantage of that than not. But let's go ahead and jump into that 4 hour candle. We might even go into the 1 hour, but basically there's a lot of value gaps. We can see a little bit of a pump soon enough. It would just be correcting itself. I think we can probably see a little bit better on the 1 hour, so I'm going to change my approach. Yeah, this is a little bit better. On the 1 hour, we understand, okay, well, at the moment, with the previous swing low down there, we are at a nice support, which means if the support continues to hold and the price wants to rally a little bit tomorrow, portion of the day, pre-market, overall in the day, it doesn't matter. The idea is that currently There's a nice value gap up here, nicely overlapping with that 0.618. So there's an opportunity for this to go a little bit higher. Now here's the thing though, just because this goes higher, let's just say it fills that value gap, I'm not going to FOMO in. Even if it breaks over the swing high, the idea is that I do not want to FOMO in. I'm only buying small accumulations within red. If the price proves itself by breaking over the swing high, TP up here, then opening some shorts. After taking profit up there and opening shorts, then I'll be keeping track of new support levels, new resistances, and then how aggressive I want to be with position sizing with those shorts. But as of right now, it's either accumulate, sell, or open shorts, and then I'll update you guys on that soon. But as of right now, we got to let this do its thing, because we can see retracement happen. We can see some of these value gaps fill. We can even see wrong tool. We can even see a little bit of consolidation within this area. There's a lot of things that can happen. So we're still waiting on this. As of right now, though, the good thing about waiting is that there's some other assets we can pay attention to. I do really want to trade the S&P, but the thing is, I don't really want to. I don't like to short S&P, and I want to see that. I want to see it come down a lot more before I even look into buying. This is where I'm really looking at. This isn't in play. This is not something I'm paying attention to right now. This comes into play, and I'll update it if the price can break up to around, or just even reach 8,000 or even a little bit above it. Then this comes into attention. But as of right now, I'm looking for a little bit of accumulation here. This is where I truly want to accumulate more, be more aggressive. But I want to accumulate a little bit right here, just to begin a position, finish accumulating down here. If it ends up going higher sooner rather than later, then cool. But this is where I'll update you guys on this soon. But yeah, as of right now in Mara, I'm just gonna let it do its thing. If we have an opportunity to accumulate, I'll let you guys know. It'll be sooner on Discord rather than YouTube. I'm just repeating myself at this point. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.